So recently I traveled to Japan. It was my first time ever leaving the country. I had learned some Japanese for fun over the course of the past couple years. I could ask someone in 7-Eleven if a food item had meat in it in Japanese, so that was good enough to survive. I eat McDonald's every morning. I'm just gonna be honest, I am way too American, help me. I was also really excited though, and while Japan was very cool to visit, I also lost some of my extreme blind love for it. No longer am I walking around the house dreaming of falling asleep in a ramen shop drunk at 4 a.m. I have conquered place Japan-itis, and it's a disease for the terminally weeaboo online. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. I'm starting off this video like a wisecrack serious video essay. What Japan has done to the online youth, and it's 4 hours long. Regardless, there's a phenomenon online, a rather silly and inconsequential one, called being a weeb. Anime, manga, and Japanese culture have spread around the world, and for good reason. I also love Cowboy Bebop, and when a shonen anime episode looks really amazing for like 30 seconds after 60 episodes of really poorly animated filler, it's one of my favorite pastimes. But I've become a little disillusioned to Japan, or at least the exaggerated fetishistic shit little freakers online are obsessed with. It basically goes like this. Guy looks at a picture of America, he goes thumbs down. You then show him a very similar image, but this is a place in Japan. He erupts in feverish glee. Eyes pop out of head, sweating from mouth, feet dancing. He can't contain himself. This is place, Japan effect. My favorite aspect of this is just vibe. There's a lot of like YouTuber merch, which I am guilty of too, that literally just have Japanese kanji or hiragana on it for aesthetic effect. It could just say pinisu and you wouldn't know. Or you show someone a picture of a Japanese street full of Japanese ads and they go, wow, this street is so colorful. If I showed you an exact image of an ad-riddled space in America, you'd puke, eat the puke, and then puke it out again. And for good reason. Advertising is usually pretty annoying. I mean, the only thing you could really argue is that at least Japan's ads are tailored towards pedestrians walking rather than in America where they're driving in their Ford F-150 built tough 80 miles per hour down a suburb at 4 a.m. drunk. So there's that at least, but nothing is cool about ads. I mean, you probably have ad blocker on right now. If you take a coffee shop, but then copy and paste it onto a Tokyo street, Westerners will slobber and drool like packs of dogs to a slab of meat. I mean, you might as well just elect Hatsune Miku to president of the United States or the world. And look, I'm a weeb too. The only TV shows I watch these days are shonen anime garbage and sometimes Seinfeld after a weed gummy at 3 a.m. I'm workshopping some Seinfeld bits, by the way. Like Jerry and George are conversing in Jerry's apartment about gooning. George is like, I'm just not a 3-monitor guy, I just use 2. And Jerry's like, 2 monitors? There's no point if it's just 2. You need 3. Anyway, place Japan is a terrifying thing. Empty field in Belgium? Boring. Empty field in Japan? Huh? Now we're talking. The grass blades just hit different. The off-white coloring of the Japanese sky. Let's see Paul Allen's My Anime List. Really though, it seems to seep into all online culture. Recently there was an anime McDonald's ad that was blowing up because, you know, weaves anime. And it's like if this were an American ad in like Marvel style, we'd be like, ew, Soy Jack, this is for beta Funko Pop enjoyers. But because anime, the internet fell in love. There was this tweet like, guys literally want one thing and it's fucking beautiful. What's that one thing? A crippling addiction to waifu nendoroids in a slimy basement owned by their parents? I mean, yeah, it's cute, but you'd never see anyone freaking out over an epic Captain America McDonald's ad or something. Maybe anime is just cooler, but I mean, it's literally is place Japan core. You could animify boring-ass things and people would go crazy. Like, put anime eyes on a pebble, people would lose their shit. You could take something absolutely horrible. Like, if TurboTax gave their software an anime girl mascot, people would suddenly love to do their taxes. Jail? Oof, yikes. Don't want to go there, but if the prison was in Japan, okay, now we're talking. It's as if all train of thought stops once Mount Fuji towers above you. It's like activating a sleeper agent. You could just snap your fingers and say, Deku from My Hero Academia, and the nerds start freaking out like a rabies-infested raccoon. Seriously, if you showed a weeb an imperialist Japanese flag, they'd probably go, oh wow, that looks neat. Car? I sleep. Not interesting. But wait. Japanese car. I will now buy gas at Exxon every day. I am gas consumer. I am swerving around corners at bombastic speeds alongside hillside roads. You show somebody a picture of rubble, a deserted, desolate wasteland, a fiery pit of hell. They cry, they whimper, but then deep in the corner, text that reads small font in Japan. Instantly 10 out of 10 beautiful, I would die for that rubble. And I love Japanese culture. I like that you sit on the floor to eat and sleep on tatami mat, and that in Tokyo you can't go a block without a crane game arcade where you insert 5,000 yen and win a tiny stuffed animal the minion, it's not even licensed. It's not even a licensed minion. I like anime and manga. I read Chainsaw Man, okay? I get it. I like that the cities are walkable. Motherfuckers got big-ass sidewalks. In America, the sidewalks are just a little tiny ant-sized beast on the side of the road that don't go anywhere because there needs to be one more lane. Just one more lane will fix it. And even on that tiny sidewalk, you might just become another car lane as a Mitsubishi rams into you and breaks all of your bones. But hey, Japanese car. Maybe if I started speaking in Japanese, the retention rate would go up right now. Watashi wa Astro. Kore wa hontou ni warui video desu ne. Did it work? Am I famous now? Okay, I'm being a hater, to be honest. In all actuality, Japan is alright. I mean, I did vacation there for 2 weeks and spent thousands of dollars, and there was a lot to be seen. Okay, I went to Mount Fuji. That was beautiful. Went to the Snow Monkey Park. I saw Naruto at a theme park. He wouldn't move. I asked him for his autograph, but he didn't respond. One time I was walking out late at night and I saw a fire on the side of the street, but hey, fire Japan. I think the worst thing is whenever I would look at something in Japan, I would compare it to Naruto, and I find that really depressing because I'm such a loser. Like, I'm looking at these statues and I'm like, damn, is that the Sage of Six Paths? Is this blade of grass inspired by Naruto? I don't have Thing Japan syndrome, I have Thing Naruto syndrome. I go to a ramen shop in the US and I'm like, whoa, these spiral fish cakes are from Naruto, like I'm a 4-year-old child. I saw a turtle. That was cool. Dude's probably seen some shit. You can tell he has to look at white dudes wearing My Hero Academia Hot Topic t-shirts from the mall like every day. I saw YouTuber a panda. I even saw cool Torii gates, which I just thought was a jutsu Orochimaru would use, but they're real. Also, the One Piece is real. Okay, maybe I'm a weeb. Maybe I'm projecting a bit with this whole video. Maybe this big gorilla statue hanging off the side of the building is actually cooler than anything else in the world. They even had this Van Gogh painting. I mean, if that was in America, it would look much less interesting. I kept thinking, wow, in Japan? Japan has everything. Big temple, snow monkey, waterfall, lion statue, this tanuki who looks like he's staring at 3 monitors gooning, an Evangelion advertisement on the side of the building. Oh god, it's happening. I'm literally Place Japan girl. Japanese garage, Solid Snake statue, no bottles for Solid Snake, by the way. He's a recovering alcoholic. Pokemon Center in real life. Panoramic image of the sky. Tokyo Skytree. Okay, that's it. I have to stop. Maybe it's okay to like Place Japan just as a treat. Just a little treat. Okay, let me show you some of the stuff I bought in Japan. Look, it's not what it looks like, okay? I mean, you know, I had to pick up this Evangelion train model that I don't know how it runs or what it is or why I spent $50. I had to pick that up on, you know, it was... And I had to get the Mew cookie box. I mean, that's important, right? You can't leave Japan without a Mew cookie box or a Mimikyu coin purse that still has yen in it that I can't spend. I had to get this this power hanging thing from a crane game that I spent $30 on. I had to get this Don plush or this Crollo Lucifer or this Pasmo card or this Kakashi Nendoroid or Crollo Nendoroid or Power Nendoroid or Marnie Nendoroid. I had to buy, you know, a Flygon plush and a Jack Frost Nendoroid. It's not because I like Japan or I don't like Japan. I just, you know, it's this Place Japan that's so cringe. It's so cringe. But I mean, I had to obviously get another train. I bought a Neo Geo Pocket for the $100. I don't even know what this is. It's in Japanese. I don't know. Oh, good God. Okay, yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. I'm not a weeb. I swear, I don't like Japan or anything. I think it's so cringe when people like Japan. I'm actually very proud of American stuff like hot dog and heart attacks. I like that I like Place Japan.